Knowing this means it doesn't matter what emotional state I'm in. It doesn't matter how scared I am or intimidated I am. Because the reality is, I've been doing this pickup stuff for a long, long time. And every now and again, I'm still going to meet a girl who intimidates me. And I know every man in this room has had the experience of walking up, of seeing a girl they like, and you're like, oh my God, she's hot. And you walk over to her, if you find the courage to, you walk over to her and you're in front of her, and your brain's like, the hell with this, I'm out of here, man. And then you're like, we've all had this experience, right? The higher the stakes, the less your brain functions. We know this. This is a biochemical thing that's going on. Cortisol, a stress hormone, and adrenaline, they prevent your brain from thinking cross-laterally. They prevent your brain from doing a lot of things, especially related to creative thinking, which massively impedes our ability to plan and have forethought and do all these interesting things in interactions. So yes, it's very hard. So the less thinking that your brain needs to do in an interaction or on a date or at any other time, the better prepared you are for when you're intimidated, for when you're tired, for when you've had a bad day. Because when you meet the woman that you want to be with, not just the woman that you want to shag, if you happen to cross paths with a woman who's absolutely right for you, that you'd actually like to seriously date, make it part of your life, you don't want to be too tired to be able to think clearly. You don't want to be too intimidated to do anything good with it and have it pass you by. If you've got a system, you've got something to lean on. You've got something to rely on. You've got something that you can trust. We'll get the job done. In summary, guys, there's 3 things that you absolutely have to do. Number 1, you've got to measure everything. I kid you not. Okay, if you run a business, if you want to get better with women, it is the same thing you must measure. It sounds dumb. Just keep like a spreadsheet, maybe 6 metrics that really matter to you, 7 metrics, write it down. And what you do is you work out what you reckon you could easily make an improvement on. You know, if you think to yourself, well, look, I approach, every 10 girls I approach, 6 girls reject me, 7 girls reject me, that's ridiculous. Then focus all your energy. What could I do that would change it? What could I do that would improve the odds there? And then focus that whole week. Just go out, approach 10, 20 girls. Changing that, just that thing. Did it make it better? Did it make it worse? If it makes an improvement, you hold on to that bad boy and you test something new the next week. That's how it's done. So you've got to test possible. So there is absolutely no end of really good information. I mean, this weekend, you are going to hear some really awesome stuff. I've met some of the speakers in dating and pickup that are going to be at this event. I've heard all of them before. There is some really awesome stuff. You've got to test it out. Like Socrates said already, action is where it's at. If you don't take action and learn from that action, nothing is ever going to change. And once you've worked out what works, you systemize it. You create a system out of it so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel over and over and over again, which is what most of us do. Most of us jump into every interaction with a girl, and we have to think about every part of that interaction over and over and over again. And then we get lumpy results. We get unpredictability. We keep changing everything. We don't know what works, and we don't know what doesn't work.
Coaching. He's also the founder of the School of Attraction, an NLP practitioner. Let's all welcome Damien Diecke. What's up, man?
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Clump them together into a system. And then you follow that system. You make it as simple as possible, but no simpler. And, you know, in shadow and stuff. And it's kind of romantic because you hear the waves lapping and you see the city lights and stuff, and then I try to make out with it. That was the game plan. So in the beginning, this date was a little lumpy. I'd go on, comes to me, they're interested about me and what I do. In this case, I'm the salesman. Yeah, absolutely. And this is a system. And it's probably 10 times better than anything you guys are doing right now, because one thing I know is most guys have no strategy at all. So a strategy is better than no strategy. Cool, it's nice to meet you. Got to go back to my girlfriends now. That's a sort of a very quick, snappy rundown of a woman's difficulty in dating. Women suffer just as much, if not more, than men with dating relationships. You guys may be surprised with that, but wow, the pain that the women go through is no more or less than what I deal with guys all the time.